into a win. That is their hope. That is their plan. Opponent's making a risky map choice now. And let's see if the risk pays off here for BlossoM. They've got their match against Tempest in their sights. They want to go to the mid-season brawl. They had their opportunity to go to Eastern. They were defeated there. They did not represent Korea in the way they wanted.
But still finishing 4th?
Yeah, they came in as Korea's worst team without dropping a single series to any other region. But they want to prove they're top 3 in Korea. That's what this playoff means for BlossoM. More than going to mid-season brawl, I think, is just proving we are a top contending team here. Respect us. There are not just 2 teams in Korea. That's the way the old saying goes for the other regions is Korea's worthless outside of Ballistics and MVP Black. KSV Black now. That's what a lot of pros say. That's what a lot of community figures would say about Korea. But I think Tempest and BlossoM have made really good arguments for 4 strong teams. But BlossoM doesn't want to be 4th place forever. They want to get 3rd. They want to go to Sweden. They want to prove themselves at a bigger international stage.
Miracle having the first ban on the Medivh. Last time in BlossoM, the one on Spider Queen was Sonya, Junkrat, Ariel, Maiev, and Garrosh, actually. Not the Medivh that we have been expecting. Miracle just taking that Medivh out, also not really considering about the Diablo too much when they can actually play their own Diablo. Going to steal Maiev away at... Same with the last game. We're starting off with a similar draft here.
Yeah, exactly the same. This didn't work well for Miracle Den. I wonder if they'll even consider a ban on the Ariel here. Because it was so powerful. And this is a great map for Ariel where you can roam the lanes, you have good wave clear, you have control over the 4-man because you have unlimited healing forever with no mana.
Garrosh is such a scary tool on this map. If you go a little bit too far in the lane, you can actually get tossed over the wall.
Oh yeah.
We still have that happen in the pro scene.
Oh, it definitely happens. And if you mess up, and you don't pick a hero that allows you to compete with Garrosh, or you try to draft around the Garrosh but you still play into his hands. I've seen this 1,000 times, G-Clef. I have Junkrat Stuke up. I've seen this 1,000 times.
How many VODs have you been watching?
I mean, obviously it's a hyperbolic statement, but I don't think this trio makes sense anymore. I don't think so. I think the only team that has made this terrifying is KSV Black. This is not appropriate drafting anymore. This is old style, and the teams that are running it are falling behind. The Miracle was not running it in the first series. In fact, it was run against them, and they shut it down. Yeah,
mark my words, guys. This kind of draft by Yev, Junkrat, Stuka will not happen in the finals of MSB.
No, it will not.
It will not. It will be... Maiev will maybe picked first pick, but not with the Junkrat Stuka right off the top, because there will be lots of counters, like the false dead, like the Tyrael. And we basically know that BlossoM doesn't really like to play that false dead or Tyrael as much as the other team, so they're really able to pick that up. But against the other top tier teams, especially in Korea, this kind of draft cannot happen. It can happen, but it will not work in game as they tend to.
It will not work at the highest level. It just will not. And it's not working down here at the bottom of playoffs in Korea. Blaze gets banned again. It's a very predictable draft, actually, by Miracle. But they leave open this time the Uther. They don't ban the Ariel. Let's see if BlossoM wants to take the Ariel again. They have 5th pick. They can hide it. So that's a cool way to draft this. Otherwise, you can grab the Uther here with Sonya, for example, is open. A strong top laner who can pair well with it. This is a map where you don't have to have a traditional solo laner because it is Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Let's see if Phoenix comes in anywhere nearby. This is also the map with some great siege potential with the Plasma Cutter. You don't really have to spend too much time sieging up. The Qs actually do a decent amount of damage to the towers and the wall together.
Very true.
Also the map KSV Black used against Ballistics was not dominant.
There
we
it
go.
is. Okay, but it's going to be not as a soul laner. It's going to be as a DPS. Sonya will be taking the solo lane job. You know, I think Ariel still works here, actually.
They tried it last time too.
I think this could work. Miracle, let's see what they want to do to try to counter this. They don't have any dive potential right now. Phoenix can be very vulnerable to that, like Zeratul or something like that. Very aggressive, very risky against the Garrosh pick. Who could taunt you, could toss you. Like, how does Miracle find a way around this? So they're basically saying, well, we got decent wave clear, and post 10, we can have this crazy combo if we can hit it. But beyond that, what does this draft say? It says nothing. And there's no way to get in the backline, threaten the Phoenix, threaten the Hanzo.
ETC seems like a good choice if you want to get away. Really create your lead from the beginning.
So risky versus a Garrosh pick, though. It's going to be a new Brock Leoric. So no traditional early game like pressure hero, like no ETC like you say. The Garrosh is against them, but they just want to play around the Garrosh. They want to respect it.
With
But
the Leoric,
how will they ever kill Hanzo or Phoenix?
well, post 10. They're really looking for that post 10, and they do have insane wave clear. Leoric, Junkrat, Maiev all together, so it could all work out after 10. They can just keep the patience. If they still had that in them, last game they faltered, they crumbled to get all the way to the bottom. Can they actually climb back up just within the time of the drafting? They had no break time in the middle.
It's rough, man. I'm not liking this draft. For the BlossoM, I am liking it a lot. They have great backline DPS with a front line that can protect it, with good sustained healing against very little burst damage. It is basically Junkrat, Maiev, Warden's Cage, or bust for this comp. Cannot control the map completely with wave clear against the Garrosh, who will invade. He will defend his camps. They will not be able to take control of the map and steal Siege Giants, steal neutral camps. That will not happen, barring huge mistakes on the side of BlossoM. So this draft is, again, I think, dated and predictable. And it's a shame because I feel like Miracle came in with such creative drafts and such intelligent picks in our previous series, pulling out the Thrall, for example. I was very impressed with that. But Gunza going back to the comfort Junkrat. Jaehyun on the Stukov. Sniper playing once again. This Maiev, he's failed at many times today. They're having the same mounts even, because this draft looks the same, with the exception, of course, of the Greymane Muradin coming in instead of the, or sorry, the Nubarak Leoric instead of the Greymane Muradin.
Let's see. Tosses it in Judy. Gets tons of damage from Phoenix Plasma Cutter. Continuing Gondar also may cost his life. Gets the armor. Is he getting away?
You're like, Gondar is still Garrosh. I'm like, yeah, he is. Gets away. I'm not even surprised at this point. Walks away. He comes back in. Gets the heals there.
Coming in. Gondar's
still
playing
alive.
with fire. 49 basically means he was he had less than 2% of his health.
So BlossoM
What
is just
a player.
playing. He's playing with they're playing with Miracle's mind right now, saying, "Okay, I took your favorite hero, Judy. Now I'm going to crush you with it. I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to tease you." And I don't think one person could tell me why. I don't think one single person on Miracle or in Twitch chat or like I could ask Donald Trump. I would be able to tell me. You know, I could ask. You know, recently North Korean president just came to Korea. He would be able to tell me. Why did Miracle fight? Einstein would be able to tell me. Why did Miracle fight that comp at level 1 in the mid lane with Phoenix, Hanzo, Garrosh? It's not a reasonable fight to take. They're coming in again. Judy shows himself on the Anub'arak again, eats massive damage. They try to re-engage here. And actually, they might even lose Sniper. They might even lose him. Almost. The root does not connect. There you go. I mean, Miracle needs to respect the damage output and the CC that's here.
Throws in Judy again. Gets the damage from the towers even.
So much damage, look at
Focus
this!
damage coming into Judy. That will be a kill secured again. And Gondar walks out the same exact path.
I mean, Miracle's playing angry, it feels like to me, and it's just not going to work. It is not going to work. You know, this comp is supposed to crush and destroy in the early game. You picked Maiev Junkrat. So your thoughts are, well, I win early game. That happens. I win. That's how it works. But no, it does not. Not against Hanzo Phoenix. Garrosh. Garrosh is going to threaten you. He has so much armor. Malfurion's going to work so well with that. You have the root follow-ups and just insane damage output. Way more than you have on the side of Miracle. So much more.
They have burst and steady, consistent damage from Phoenix and Hanzo.
Yeah, it's steady, it's burst. And Gunza steps over the line. He dead. Scatter Arrow does not connect, but the auto attack will.
6.5 range, still pretty strong on Hanzo. We'll get the kill.
Due to baiting again. Almost got more with this.
Oh man, Miracle is ripping apart into pieces right here. Already 2-level lead in Spider Queen?
I think you can write the obituary right now. Miracle had such a great series earlier tonight. They showed depth in their play, they showed patience. And then even with weaker drafts, they came back in this series. They took the first game. The second game, they put up a great fight on Infernal Shrines. Went to super late game. Then after Towers of Doom, after the halfway point of Towers of Doom, it's just been sloppy play, mistakes.
Look at that, Tutu saying, you got no CC to trap me down.
Yeah.
I can warp I can warp out any time.
Doesn't even need to. Just gonna walk out of range, get his shields back. Total domination
go in.
here.
Target is Nasang. We'll get Umbrobind in.
Okay, silence means he's probably dead. This will be the first kill for Miracle. Gonna feel pretty happy about that one at least. Finally having some semblance of coordination in this game with no ice block. Malfurion's sitting duck in that moment. But they are by no means caught up in this game. They need to continue to have plays like that. They need to be coordinated. They need to be together, just like they were in the previous series, just like they were earlier in this. Because right now what we are seeing is a broken Miracle. We need to see the full extent of what they are capable of, what they have already shown us tonight they are capable of. And tonight it's such a... We always had questions, why did Miracle start failing in 2017? Why did they have a bad 2018? And a lot of people said it was emotions, right? And that's such a difficult thing to track. But after their play earlier tonight and where they are now...
They were like robots the beginning of tonight.
Yeah, I think this is like almost definitive proof that this team needs to get their emotions in check. It's such an important match. This is such an important scenario. And they have just totally lost control. This Maiev draft is doing nothing for them.
Maybe after 10 they can come back, but they will need to keep that patience. They need to go back to their original form of this when they were starting this playoff against Galuk tonight. They've been super patient making the rotational play, not really forcing out to exposing yourself into a bad positioning. Just wait for the macro. You will get your chance, but BlossoM already in the massive, massive lead in this game.
I mean, the thing is, by the time they get 10, is it too late? And even if they had 10, could they control the fights? They need to have better coordination in order to make that happen. Sniper with a cool move there, but unfortunately just no follow-up. I love to see those jumps into tethers at this level of play. Well, for BlossoM now, they're just trying to basically dot their I's across their T's to control this. Junkrat killed off screen. Meanwhile, more Garrosh things up here. Sniper does vault away.
Uh-oh.
10's up.
10's up.
They want more than what they've gotten already. They want to be greedy. They want to look for a big fight.
This may actually be a very quick game, guys, to finish the series. What an exciting series. Of course, the game's not over. Planet Cracker locked in from Phoenix.
Can actually split push bot and be somewhat involved in a team fight with this.
Can line up with some taunt and entangling root. I can see the reasoning why on behind this Planet Cracker, and can also push the bottom lane super hard.
Looking for a turn-in right now. Arrow misses. Good to taking so much damage. Planet Cracker could finish him if he connected it. Not going to commit, of course. That would be too risky. They're one gem away from a second turn-in. But Miracle cannot contest. Dudu's going to solo this camp. Well, Malfurion might go help. Who's thinking about it?
Well, Phoenix, I think he's got lots of stacks on that Plasma Cutter.
Oh, yeah, he does.
From having that solo in against the Leoric, which was no contest.
And also just his free stacks he got in the early game, because Miracle was fighting into this comp repeatedly. It's going to be insanely strong. Okay, almost soloed it. He was like, Wiz, I had this, man! Like, come on! I didn't need your help! I was totally fine! I could do it by myself!
No, you can't. You almost died. That's what he says right after. Miracle still not 10. I believe we saw the arrow flying by like a minute ago.
Yeah.
Man, 3 levels apart.
3 levels apart.
To back turn-ins. Another set of Weavers now forcing a keep wall to the bottom lane. Leoric is trying to stalk his way out.
Miracle's basically just hoping that 10 is a godsend for them and they get the perfect fights they're looking for. Spoiler alert, it won't be. They're too far behind, they have no map control, they have no turn-ins yet. This is it, 10's locked in. Show me the Miracle. I want to see it. I want to see why this Maiev was picked. I want to see what this comp is going to achieve. Here we go. Riptire coming out. Combo goes in. They have 13 though. Ice Block comes through.
Ooh, Sniper takes so much damage, he almost died there.
Well, here's the taunt. Planet Cracker doing a ton of damage. This is going to maybe be the last fight of this game as Goonza gets hit here by the Q. And this is going to maybe just be 2 keeps. Dudu working on the bottom one already. He's got insane damage output. Mid is going down. They want to go maybe core here, but
4 levels apart will be coming in very soon as the keep is destroyed. Of course, Junkrat will be coming out soon. So they will actually back off.
They back off, but they get 2 keeps.
9 minutes, Spider Queen. What's happening, Wolf?
Total and utter mental collapse on the side of Miracle. The former MVP team who lost their sponsor, who had their greatest run since our first playoffs last year, barely made it out of Crucible, destroyed Gluck, had a great opening game here, but mentally they are broken, and they are going to be shattered all over the floor here is what BlossoM is looking to do. Big taunt coming through.
Into the entangling root, perfectly placed. The Honda stun arrow.
This is the wipe to end the game. It looks like BlossoM has done it. Totally controlling this game. 4-level lead. Full team wipe. Perfect synergy here. Miracle playing like they got hands off the keyboard right now. This is going to be what looks like a boss play. Can they make it a turn-in plus boss? I think so.
They're using the time. They need 2 more, and then they have an Hanzo. So they want to get the camp and the turn-in and the boss.
Yeah, then they will get it. Although we got all 3 already camps pushing. The reason why they can't end after this team wipe is because we're so early in the game that Miracle has no death timers. They're all respawn, but you better believe they are not going to contest this boss. They can't.
Even if they want to contest on this 5v3, I think BlossoM has a good chance of winning that also. 4 levels apart, you do no damage, actually. So even the boss with the camp on the bottom lane, already going towards that core directly. And they're getting this turned in again.
So turn in, boss, camp, 2 sets of catapults. We asked earlier, I made the joke, or rather I begged. Can Miracle show me the Miracle, show me this comp, why they picked it?
Stop it already, BlossoM.
And you know, I don't think they have a bigger chance this time for the defense with all the tools that BlossoM has against them. This is BlossoM kicking them while they're down.
Oh man, look at that self-cleanse onto the cocoon. Gondar is not even in the cocoon.
He's not in the cocoon. And he is doing a lot to help Peel here.
Man, this is going to be a wrecking game here. Just stop it. Just finish the game already.
That's another kill here. Grab onto Judy. He's going to burrow charge away. Gondar's got his sights on him though. Corridor attack from Web Weavers, catapults, minions, siege giants. That's the game. That's the series. 17 kills to 1, 4-level lead. BlossoM was able to bring it through as Miracle crumbles, crushes under the pressure. They had such a great lead. They had the momentum advantage. Everyone was all smiles after game 1, but when they lost the second game and when they lost Towers of Doom, no one was speaking. There were no words.